Hello, my Scrappy friends. Welcome to my new channel. I really appreciate you taking the time to come and listen to my Scrappy Goals for 2022. I have been thinking a lot about my Scrappy Goals, and I guess I really haven't ever had any. I make goals usually for health and for various businesses that I've had. I'm going to take these off because the reflections bother me. But I've not really made any like real Scrappy goals. I think about them, but I've never like officially done this. And so it's all inspired by the scrapbooking community on Facebook and YouTube. And so I really appreciate all of y'all inspiring me to make some goals. I find that I am very disorganized. And I just kind of flit around. I never wanted to be the scrapbooker that scrapbooked chronologically and said I was, 10 years behind or something like that. And so I've always just kind of scrapbooked what I've wanted, but over the years I've found that I don't know what I've scrapbooked and I don't know what I haven't, and it's time to get a little more organized. Also, we came across a little SD card when we were looking for a different SD card, and it was all from 2011. 10 years ago, and my 6'6" son was second grade and third grade, and my daughter graduated from high school and went off to college, and I haven't scrapbooked any of that. And so what I really like to do is I would like to organize those photos, the 2011 photos. There's probably more that aren't on the SD card. That would have been before I had a smartphone, I'm pretty sure. So they're probably on a computer. So I want to organize them, I want to print them, and I want to scrapbook them this year. But I also want to like stay current. So I want to scrapbook 2021. 2021 was the busiest year I think I've ever had in my whole life. My son graduated from high school. My daughter had gotten engaged at the end of 2020, and so there was the wedding to plan. My son was serious about getting into a good school, so there was all of that. I threw a wedding shower for my daughter. We got our son moved into college. We had the wedding. I digress. November 2020, right before the beginning of 2021, I had surgery to fix my GERD and like a hiatal hernia. So it was a surgery that was, how should I say it? It was a tough recovery. Liquid diet at first, can transition. Anyway, in this short story, how do you say that? Long story short, I ended up with kidney stones because I got dehydrated. So I developed those at the beginning of last year of 2021 in January, and tried to pass them, and I ended up having surgery right after my son's graduation, so early June. And so I had that in between the graduation and the shower, and so yeah, basically 2 surgeries within 7 months. Tons of fun. I don't do well with anesthesia, and okay, so anyway, the bottom line, 2021 was busy and I haven't scrapbooked it. I've like hit and miss things. So, I always, I see people like being so productive with scrapbooking, and I'm like, well, how do you do that? Well, maybe they already have the photos picked out. Maybe they already have them printed, and then they're just going through them. And I don't do that. I have my little Epson Picture Mate 400, and I love that I can just print what I want to print. and I don't have to wait for them to come in. But I really need to utilize my persnickety box that I signed up for last year, and then also just order bigger photos, because those are 4x4, and not all of my photos, it cuts off too much of it sometimes to print it 4x4. So anyway, let me summarize. I'm all over the place. I want to scrapbook 2011. I want to scrapbook 2021, and I want to stay current with 2022. I feel like this year, I anticipate it to be a lot less busy, although, what do we know? So I feel like it'll be an easier year to stay caught up with. And I really want to go back and do a month in review album for 2021. I've never done that. I thought about it all year long and I did it. And I feel like if I do that, then that will help with, having kind of like a highlight scrapbook. And then maybe going back and later, it's not on my goals, but like making my son a graduation album or a senior year album or something. Let's see. So I'm trying to read without my glasses on. Also, because I haven't scrapbooked chronologically, I don't have scrapbooks set up for each year. They're kind of organized where these are Braden, my son. These are about Caitlin. Here's a Christmas one. But really, I want to set up this year and this year and this year, And say I don't fill a whole scrapbook, that's fine. But at least I know where to find the layouts for that year. So I struggle. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments, because sometimes I'm like, why am I even starting a scrapbook channel? How can I even help anyone? But I do feel like I can. I have some friends here in my hometown that when I moved back, I got them started scrapbooking, and they didn't know at all how to scrapbook, but just needed someone to help them. And that's really how I got started, is I needed someone to hold my hand. And I got started when my son was a baby, so in 2003, and I really needed I was afraid to do it wrong, and so I just needed someone to say, hey, this is what you use. This is how you do it. Okay, so on to my goals. The next one is I have a Navy album I started from my brother like years ago, and he actually thought I lost it and all of the photos that I hadn't put in there, and it just got lost in my house. It's not like it went anywhere. He thought I lost everything, but anyway, I really need to get that finished and maybe give it to him for Christmas this year. And then I worked on Christmas cards frantically before Christmas last month, and I didn't get them all done, and it was stressful instead of fun. And so what I would really like to do is on the 25th of every month, sit down and make a few cards with some scraps and not stress about it. And then, by the end of the year, I'll have a whole slew of cards. And I have some actually that are made, and I have some that I just didn't have time to send them out by the time I got them made. And then some that are in the process. So I just need to finish them and start some new ones. Then another goal is to start making process videos on my new YouTube channel. I know that is definitely a learning curve with like voiceovers and things like that. So at first it may not be a voiceover, but I'm going to learn as I go, and I'm really excited about it. My last goal is I have hundreds of empty pages from workshop kits that I've made over the years, workshops I have taught, and usually like 6 pages at a time for 6 pages a month, and none of them have photos. And so I feel like I I do better when I start with the photos first than starting with the pages, but I'm going to change my mindset and I'm going to look at it as Janet's at RTS, her base pages. Even though it has more on it than a base page is. I'm going to look at it that way. I'm going to use my undo if I need to. And that's what I plan to do, because they're just sitting there. And some of them I may not even like anymore, but I need to go through them. And so anyway, so far those are my goals. I'd love to hear what your goals are and how I can help you. And I look forward to getting to know all of you better. And anyway, thanks again for stopping by. I will be putting up some more videos soon, so stay tuned. Okay, bye.